Why not sneak along the side of the road, Lisa suggests. Nobody would see us, and in the moonlight we'd be able to spot anything on the cliff. If you decide to climb the cliff, turn to page 64. If you decide to creep along the road, turn to page 58.
Cliff? Gotta be Cliff, innit? It's gotta be Cliff. Is that on?
Yeah. Good morning. Coming up on
makeup, mate. Have you done makeup?
Coming up on today's show, we have got 3 80s sequels you will never see.
Well, that's new.
What's next, Greg?
Well, I don't know.
We'll have a look on that board down there that I just looked at.
What, that board there?
Yeah.
Is this like a new thing for the new year?
Yeah.
Riddle Me This.
That's new, isn't it?
Is it?
I'll explain in a little while. We've got your joke.
Yes.
Apparently.
New farts.
Yes, we've got some new farts.
Turbo boost.
Turbo boost.
Quick.
And Jason's quick comedy clip.
Rubbish.
All of that in one show, Greg. So first thing we have to do, Greg, is apologise for not being here last week.
Yeah.
Because a few people asked. Well, 2.
I don't think anyone cared really.
No. We weren't, because obviously we were away planning and having business meetings and things like... What was that, Greg?
I don't know, but why are you lying?
What do you mean?
Well, why are you saying business meetings?
I say business meetings.
You selfish piece of... took your family to Disneyland Paris, didn't you, Jason?
Might have bought a new top while I was there, Greg.
Yes. And how much was that, Jason?
About €120.
Exactly. So all this money you spent on your family, your kids, I didn't even get a Christmas card, I didn't get a Christmas present, you didn't tell me you were going, and we missed last week's episode, Jason. I am furious.
But you did get a card, didn't you?
Did I?
And a present.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't
It
got
was
it.
amazing.
Have you kept it?
Anyway, this is a brand new little section, Greg.
Is it?
Yes. It's called Riddle Me This. And I'm going to have to read it because it's quite complicated.
Okay,
So what we're going to do, maybe not every week, but every so often, we are going to pose a little brain teaser to you, our viewers.
I hate them.
A little riddle, maybe a puzzle, something like that. This week we're starting with a riddle, Greg. And it goes like this.
When's the answer going to be?
Next week.
Oh, I've got to wait a week?
Yeah. Now, we have to trust the viewers a little bit in that they're not going to cheat and Google the answer.
Everyone is.
They won't.
Well, I'm going to do in a minute.
Here's the riddle. When the day after tomorrow is yesterday, today will be as far from Tuesday as that day was, which was today, when the day before yesterday was tomorrow. What day is it? Shall I read that again? When the day after tomorrow is yesterday, today will be as far from Tuesday as that day was, which was today, when the day before yesterday was tomorrow. What day is it? Answers on a postcard? No, just in the comments. You got it, Greg?
No.
If you know the answer, let us know in the comments and we will give out the answer next week. See if you can do it without Googling it and cheating.
Is that the answer next week?
We'll give the answer out next week.
No, is that the answer?
No.
What day is it next week?
No, it's
What?
a day. The answer is a day. What day is it?
What day is it?
Well, I'm not telling you now.
I don't get it.
Now, at the very beginning, Greg, I said this was called 3 80s sequels that you're never likely to see.
Yeah.
But they're not strictly all made in the 80s. However, we watched them in the 80s. So that's the caveat.
The what? Caveat.
Yeah. So I'm going to start this, Greg. So there are quite a few films that we watched that were very successful, that had sequels planned. But at the time, they never happened. And consequently, they're never likely to happen.
What, even now?
Yes.
Right.
Shall I start?
Start.
Well, I'm going to start with Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator.
Well, I read the book.
Yeah, well, so did I. And that was the sequel that was planned to the Willy Wonka and the Willy Wonka and the Charlie? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Say that, Jason.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory starring Gene Wilder. The film that we all grew up watching and loving.
The classic.
They planned a sequel, which would be Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. However, Roald Dahl hated Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory so much, he flat out refused to let them make a sequel.
I know that story about the Roald Dahl hating it. It still baffles me because it's a phenomenal film.
Yeah, but they changed the story for the film.
So you're telling me the one that what's his name?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that's better than that one.
I wouldn't say it's better. I'd say it's more true to the book.
Well, I think that's ridiculous.
But they have said that they're not going to make a sequel to it either. So it looks like we will never ever get Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator.
Can you tell people that don't know about the Glass Elevator what that was all about?
Well,
You've read the book, haven't you?
At the end of the film.
Yeah, he goes up in the elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was the book about then?
I can't remember.
I can't. Right, I think I've got a bit of a belter here. I'm going to have to read this one, so pardon me for reading, but I think it's important that you understand the story that went with it.
Okay.
Roger Rabbit
Yeah.
2. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, you ready for this? It was going to be a prequel to the first one.
Set before it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the follow-up, just go with me on this, right? The follow-up was a prequel set in 1941 where Roger and his cartoon pals travelled to Europe to rescue his wife Jessica from the Nazis, who were forcing her to make films for the Third Reich, which is
What kind of films?
propaganda films. This is Disney. Spielberg dropped out as a producer because he wasn't happy with them making light of the Nazis.
Because he'd made Schindler's List, hadn't he?
In 1998, some test footage was shot, but Disney wasn't pleased with the results and the skyrocketing development was halted. So they were going to do it. So that was the storyline for Roger Rabbit 2.
About Nazis.
About Nazis.
So, E.T. 2.
You're not reading this one?
No.
What?
I don't need to. E.T. 2.
Such a pro. You are actually my hero.
Thanks. E.T. 2. As I said.
Ooh. Well, there's no such thing, is there? There can't be an E.T.
Well,
2.
there nearly was.
He went home and that's it.
Steven Spielberg wrote a sequel to E.T.
I just can't see that happening. What was the
Only
story?
it was more like a horror version of E.T.
Huh?
What happened was...
What happened was?
that a load of evil aliens came to Earth and started terrorising Elliot and his family. E.T. flew back over to help Elliot fight the evil red-eyed aliens.
This is horrendous.
I know. I wonder why it never got made. So he wrote the script and everything, but then decided against making it because of the success of the first one. He wanted it to remain a phenomenon, a unique,
Well,
picture.
renowned.
Yeah,
Well, that's unbelievable.
I know. Could you imagine that? That would have scared the living daylights out of me.
I mean, the money would have been made, wouldn't it? But no one would have. It wouldn't have. It would have tarnished the first one, wouldn't
Exactly, and that's probably why I decided against making it.
it? Now, why did they do Superman 4 then?
Because it was canon.
We like canon, don't we?
Yeah, we love them.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's 3 sequels that you're never going to see.
They'll probably make them at some point, won't they? You know when he's short of money,
No, they don't do sequels now, do they? They do reboots.
don't they? What is this? The 5th Spider-Man coming
Yeah,
out?
something like that.
Ridiculous. Hey, that's perspective, those, Jason.
Before you and Lisa can move, 2 hands reach down and grab you by your collars. You and Lisa are hauled up by strong arms to face whatever is Ricardo saw. The end.
What? That's the end.
Yeah,
So I chose the one that got to the end.
yeah. The horror of High Ridge.
So 3 pages in, and I choose the end.
Yeah, well done. Oh.
So
So,
I went to a fancy dress party over Christmas, Jason,
Did
and
you?
I dressed as an oven. A friend of mine also came as an oven. He was really annoyed and he said to me, "I thought you said you were coming as a parrot." I said, "What?" I said I was coming as a cooker too.
it's time for a commercial break.
On your last trip, did you discover what the Earth people eat? They eat a great many of these. They peel them with their metal knives. Boil them for 20 of their minutes. Then they smash them all to bits. They are clearly a most primitive people.
For mash, get smash.
Bubble ship mating. Star year H2O. Outer space. Out of control. Trillions of matey bubbles.
Time to eat skins.
They clean dirt without soap. Even meteor grit.
Meteor, a robot.
I fixed bubble ship matey.
Now we can get clean away.
Matey. Clean fun, clean kids, clean bath.
I feel an explanation is in order, Greg.
What have you done?
I haven't done anything, it's what we're about to do.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that.
We are dropping the farts.
I wonder why you... What?
We're dropping the farts.
No, we're not.
No, not completely. But the Jurassic farts that we've been persevering with just haven't been that great, have they?
It was a struggle, wasn't it?
I think all of
Pulling
our
them out.
viewers in their heart of hearts know that the Jurassic farts were rubbish.
Yeah.
But don't worry,
What's your idea?
it's not the end. We are going to choose the best of all of the fart books that we've got
Yeah.
in a section called Fantastically Funny Phenomenal Farts.
I absolutely love it. Is there an intro?
No, so get the first fart out,
Why is there not an intro?
because I haven't got time to do one yet this week. There might be one next week.
Fantastically phenomenal, funny
No,
fart.
Fantastically Funny Phenomenal Farts.
Fantastic, funny, phenomenal farts.
Yeah.
Well, this week, Jason, we're going from farts in the wild.
This is a new book that we haven't
It
seen
is.
before.
No, we're not going to go to number one because we've tested that one and it's absolutely cack. So, there's goldfish. It's rubbish, not even worth showing you. But we are going to go with
The mouse.
the mouse fart.
Let me read it.
Read about it, Jason.
Mice are common household pests with some unusual farting habits. Those squeaks in the walls and in the deepest, darkest corners of kitchen cupboards may not be what they seem to be. Typical odour, like the stinky cheese they love, times 10, can fill a small cabinet.
Their smell can fill a small cabinet.
Yeah, and they do it every 5 minutes all night long.
Well, that's the story of my life, Jason. So this is the mouse fart, ladies and gents. I like it.
Good one.
Do it again. Got a picture. So he's running around your kitchen now. Just had some cheese, and he's running back in his hole. And just before he goes into his hole, he thinks, "I'm not taking this in with me. I'm going to leave it out here." And then runs in. That's
Very
good,
good,
isn't it?
that, yeah.
I like it. Farts in the wild, that one was.
So that was our first fantastically funny phenomenal fart.
Fantastic, funny, it's farts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what we're doing, Greg?
Well, it's been missing for a few weeks, hasn't it?
What has?
Because we had to do a Santa Claus the movie version.
Oh yeah, because it was just Christmas a couple of weeks ago.
It was, yeah.
Feels like
Years. Well, it couldn't be years, could it? Because that's in a year.
a bit of Christmas before. Yeah.
Well, it's time for Turbo Boost of the Week, Jason.
Oh. Next week, Greg, we've got the answer to our first Riddle Me This.
What was it again?
Do you want to hear it again?
Go on.
Here we go.
Oops, steady.
When the day after tomorrow is yesterday, today will be as far from Tuesday as the day was, which was today, when the day before yesterday was tomorrow.
Can we get rid of this section?
What day is it?
I don't care.
Well, don't just put a random day either. Have a think about it.
Don't you tell them what to do. If they want to put a random day, they'll put a random day.
Alright. So we'll have the answer to Riddle Me This. We will have
It's returning, isn't it?
Fridge of Fame.
Oh yeah, that's returning, but something else is returning, isn't it?
Jason versus Greg.
Yes! Who's winning?
It's a draw, isn't it?
It's the draw.
We'll have to look back at the tapes.
I
the
think.
tapes.
Welcome to 1987, viewers. I'm sure I'm winning.
We'll have a look.
Yeah, and don't
If you would like to write to us, write to us. It really
Right, who do
isn't
you think you are?
1986, is it? Answers on a postcard. Send us anything to tnt@totgoo.com. That's t-n-t at t-ot-g-o.com.
Doesn't have to be in capitals. I'd just like to announce as well, you might see this jacket that Jason's wearing for the next 8 weeks for the amount of money he's paid for it.
Yeah, you might well. Might well.
Might well.
But in the meantime, that's all we've got time for this week. Ta-ra.
Tra.